Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of What's for Dinner Pensacola. So this week we're doing a sweet potato casserole, soufflé, casserole,
Soufflé.
whatever you want to call it, for the holidays. We're coming up on Thanksgiving right now, so we decided to do something a little festive. Yeah.
It's a relatively easy thing for you guys to whip up. We've cooked the potatoes ahead of time. They normally take the sweet potatoes take about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. We had a hearty stock this time around that went down fighting, so it took a little closer to 2 hours to get it ready. But here we are. We're past that point now. We have won the battle, and we're going to in just a minute show you how to make this sweet potato souffle. However, before we get started, I'm going to make you a bee's knees. That's what I'm going to drink along with my sweet potato souffle. We'll get to the wine that pairs with it at the end a little better since it's a little more of a hearty dish, but I'm going to have a nice light bee's knees while we make it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an ounce of honey syrup. So you want honey syrup, an ounce of lemon juice, and then you want, of course, of the good stuff, Brooklyn gin in this case. You want a good solid couple ounces of that because, you know, gin is so much better than, you know, honey syrup and lemon juice. So we're going to do 2 ounces of the gin. I have already pre-prepped my glass here to make it extra cold with some ice. I'm just going to give this a nice long shake, make it extra cold. We'll shake this long enough that there's kind of ice crystals that begin to form inside of the gin mixture that we have here. So something about like that, now that it's actually frigid on your hand. And then I'm gonna dump this ice and get just a little bit more. The amount that I would want normally with a drink. That first ice was just simply to make the glass extra cold for when we pour this. So I'm just gonna pour it. With that nice kind of, looks a little bit lemony color to it. And that's how you make a bee's knees. Cheers.
So I just beat the hell out of these potatoes. Now I'm going to fold in the rest of the ingredients. This is butter.
One at a time.
One at a time with the ingredients, I guess. So we've got that going. We're gonna get the, I don't know, vanilla next. Sounds good. We're gonna get the milk going.
Whoa, whoa, it says mix one at a time. You want to get it all into all of the sweet potato, even that around the side. So
The problem is it keeps getting stuck in here.
Now maybe we could switch out to one of the other arms. You want to look under the cabinet and see if one of the other...
Well, how about you look under the cabinet and see if there's another arm?
It's right where you're standing.
Get at it.
So we could use one of these two.
What are those?
This is mostly for bread, but it might mix it a little better since it's...
I'm a pirate!
This one.
Sure. All right, how do you take
This one might
off?
be better.
Oh yeah. Now we're gonna fold in the milk.
And this is evaporated milk, by the way. So what we've done so far are half a cup of butter, a cup of evaporated milk, and you put in, the vanilla. 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
What's next? The eggs?
So next would be 4 eggs. We're gonna feed the disposal, make it really happy.
I don't subscribe to the fact that your disposal needs eggs. Bruce firmly believes that's true. So this is his disposal.
So comment below on whether or not you feed the disposal eggshells or not. We'll figure out which of us is correct.
This is Bruce's disposal, so I don't...
Although I know I'm correct, so even if you say I'm not correct, I'm still gonna look it up somewhere else. Yes, next would be the cup of brown, it's not brown sugar, this is regular sugar. We used an unrefined sugar, but this is a cup of regular sugar.
Holy cow, this is a lot of sugar.
It's a souffle. It's supposed to be exceptionally sweet. We're gonna let that mix together solidly. Get all of it off the sides and everything, and let it all mix together where it's evenly distributed.
Man, I'm telling you, this attachment we switched to has made a night and day difference. And once you actually get the liquid in there, the milk really helps it mix up well.
So the next step is gonna be we're gonna prepare the pan. You're gonna bake this at 325 for 25 minutes. I'm gonna take some butter. I'm gonna take some butter, and I'm just simply going to grease, using this butter, I'm gonna grease this pan so that help it be a little less sticky as it bakes. So just simply rubbing the butter all around the edge of this pan. The salt does go in there. That is one last ingredient we did not. So do not forget the salt. It'll help bring out the flavor a little bit. There's one last ingredient in the basic mixture, and that is a teaspoon of salt. All right, so now that we have all of the ingredients into the basic souffle mixture, we're gonna take and just simply pour it over into this pan that we prepared. This is our baking dish that we prepared with the butter. Just gonna make sure we get everything out in here, get it nice and even, so that we can then add the topping on it before we bake it.
So we're gonna take our topping ingredients, which we've got brown sugar, butter, the chopped pecans, which we have sawdust pecans.
It says chopped, it doesn't say how finely.
Nobody can chop pecans like that.
And flour. So just start mixing them all in a bowl. Butter. Plop. Ooh, I hate it. Anybody that really knows me knows that I hate like textures on my hands and things like that. So like cooking and doing things like this, awful. This is the worst part of cooking, is like getting your hands all in it.
All right, so now that we have the topping mixture together, kind of a flaky consistency, now we're just gonna take it and just simply lay it up on top of this mixture. Just literally just a topping. Be careful, because your mixture is very liquidy, so you don't wanna mix it in. You literally want this to sit on top and be a topping. So when it bakes in the oven, the souffle is gonna bake up underneath it, and then this is going to be a nice crunchy topping of the pecans and the brown sugar. So it's gonna be just nice, gooey, nutty, sugary, just deliciousness. So there we go. So just putting the topping there on top, just kind of carefully, just kind of get it to where it's spread across the whole thing. And then we're ready to put it into the oven. All right, so we have the final product here. Josh just putting her in there. It smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell this. I'm gonna pair it with a nice red. It's a red blend. So we've got some Zen, some Cab mixed in here. Got some fruity flavors to finish it off inside. I'm doing this with a red because I would, most of the time you would probably be pairing this with some holiday type meals, a dressing, some type of meat, a bird perhaps, like your turkey.
A bird.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with a red wine that you're gonna be able to pair with that sort of thing. So we're gonna take this red wine. And then we forgot spoons. We forgot spoons?
I thought you were just going
to dig right in. Boy, that potato fought for its life for a little while, but it gave in and we have won the battle. This is good stuff. All right, so sweet potato souffle. Amazing. And that concludes this episode of What's for Dinner, Pensacola. That's the correct one. So as always, comments below, like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time on either the Bruce and Josh Show, which you can check out also on this channel, or on What's for Dinner Pensacola. See you guys.